You know, the Bible speaks about nations rising against other nations and kingdom rising against other kingdoms in the book of Matthew 24. I'm reading that chapter a lot these days because I just want to remind myself of the signs that Jesus spoke about, right? And when I looked at why a nation would rise up against another nation, for example, why would Russia decide to start a war with Ukraine? And I realized that at the core of these attacks, at the core of a nation starting a war against another, is pride. Because it is only pride that can lead one nation to think that their weapons are more stronger and more advanced than the weapons of the other country that they want to attack. It is only pride that can inform a nation that wants to attack another that their soldiers, their intelligence is much better than the country that they want to attack. It is only pride that will let the nation that wants to attack another think that it can win a war against this other nation because it is more powerful. In the literal sense, in a factual sense, no nation can really ever know the kind of intelligence that another country has. No nation can really ever know the kind of weapons that the other nation has. No nation can really ever know the kind of power that the other nation has unless it is pride that is guiding it, right? So that the Bible speaks a lot about pride. I mean, just check the book of Proverbs. You will see all sorts of scriptures that warn us about the attitude of being proud, right? And it is something that God says disgusts him in the book of Proverbs, right? So today I want to talk to you about letting go, guys, of pride. Let's let go of pride for peace sake. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, hello, a special welcome to you. I hope you'll find the content on this platform worthy enough for you to subscribe. If you have already done so, please get your people and their people to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell because it lets you know every time I upload a new video so that you can come check it out. And the maths in 2022, guys, it's still that simple. If you like the video, then like it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And you know what? The conversation between me and you can only flow if you keep those comments coming down below in the comments section. So please leave your comments. I appreciate them. They give me new perspective. They keep the conversation between me and you flowing. And finally, guys, you know what? At the end of this video, if you feel like it was inspirational for you, please share it on your platform so that you can inspire other people who are connected to you but not necessarily connected to me. And even if at the end of this video you feel like it was not a message for you, it was not a coincidence or a mistake for you to watch this video, please share it on your platform. Maybe somebody connected to you needs this specific message, so share it anyway. And thank you to those of you who always leave comments and who always share my messages on your platforms. I truly appreciate it. Let's spread this gospel of peace among nations, right? So guys, when I looked at that scripture, Matthew 24, and where it says nations will rise against nations, and I started analyzing the reasons why a nation would really go and start a war with another nation, and I found that it was because of pride. I realized that's what we do in our relationships as well. You know, when we are in relationships with people, it is only pride that can tell me and you that you are tired of being the bigger person. Because why? Pride wants to have its say. pride wants to be heard all the time. And at times when you are in a relationship, you need to humble yourself for the sake of peace. At times in a relationship, you need to be the one who's going to bite your tongue for the sake of peace in this relationship. But when you do it 2, 3, 4 times, pride then says to you, now these people are taking advantage. Now your partner is taking advantage. Your children are taking advantage of you. Your colleagues are taking advantage of you, and you can never have this any longer. You must stand up for yourself now. You need also to be heard. You need to have your say in this matter, right? It is pride that can prompt you to respond when you know very well that responding will cause a war, will start a battle, will start turmoil in your home. Why would you do something like that? Because you want peace in your house. It is only pride that can cause you to respond, even though you know by responding you will start a war, right? It is pride that tells us we are tired of showing kindness and love to others. Otherwise, no other feeling makes sense as an explanation to why somebody would be tired of kindness. We are spirit beings, and God has imparted kindness on the inside of us. We are spirit beings, so God has imparted love on the inside of us. We are formed in the image of God, who is love himself. So if we are formed in his image, it means our spirits also are love itself. So how can love be tired of showing love? It is only through pride that we can start saying we are tired of being kind and showing love, because pride has everything to do with flesh and has nothing to do with the spirit that is on the inside of us. So when we start feeding the flesh more than we feed our spirits, then we give in to something like pride that tells us enough, it's enough. I've shown these people too much kindness, and now they're even taking advantage of my kindness. That is only pride talking. And again, it is pride that will tell you that people are taking advantage of you. I've always shared that the one thing that really gets under my skin is when I start feeling like somebody's taking advantage of me. I remember that one time, like 2-3 weeks ago, I went to visit one of my friends, and while we were sitting with her older sister, she said to me, you know what is the one battle that you struggle with in terms of spiritually? And I said to her, I think it's the issue of feeling like people are taking advantage. That is the one thing I still struggle with, because once I start feeling like you're taking advantage, I detach myself from you. I get so angry. I just lose all my senses, right? And then I started sharing with her how I feel. And ultimately she said to me, what if somebody were to say to you, remember that we are only stewards of everything that we have, the blessings that we have, the house that you have, the cars that we have, the money that we have. We are only stewards. If you are a Christian and you truly believe that everything on earth and above belongs to God, then you would know that the reason why you have these things are so that you can be a blessing. So when you start feeling like people are taking advantage of you and the resources that you have, that means you are at a level where you believe that all these things are yours. All these things belong to you. And when you feel like this is your money and you're no longer just a steward, you're no longer just a manager of these finances, then it is pride that is that has stepped in. You know, ever since she has said that, she has released something in me. And that was just a random conversation. It came out of nowhere. But God sent me to their house. I thought I was going to pick my friend up. She was feeling down. But God took me there instead to work on the inside of me, to show me my weaknesses and to show me the root cause of this weakness. And I found that the basis of it was pride. And ever since 3 weeks ago, I tell you, I'm a lot calmer about this issue. I don't feel as passionate as I used to feel. You know, it's still there a little bit, but because now God has brought the real reason to the surface, I'm really working hard on that feeling, to recognize that actually I'm just the steward of these things that God has given me. And sometimes he gave me these things because he knows that they will touch other people as well. But as soon as I want to keep them for myself, then probably that will be the last time that God starts giving me all of these things. So when we start operating from the place of pride, then we move away from God. We move away from being the tools that God can use on earth. Then we start praying every day, God, show me my purpose. God, show me my purpose. But if we're still operating from a position of pride, then even if God shows you your purpose, it means you will not be able to be that a tunnel or to be that pipe that will bring the blessings to other people. You won't be a tool that God can use in order to serve his kingdom, because pride will always tell you that you are tired of doing good. So guys, pride is the one thing that will cause you to do something that will promote war, that will promote battles, that will promote a fight in your relationships. And you do it anyway. If you're finding yourself doing things, even though you anticipate that whatever that you do or say may cause problems in your relationships, then you must know you're already operating in a place of pride. And when you're operating from a point of pride, then you're operating outside God's kingdom. So guys, let's just lose pride for peace sake. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach. Guys, don't forget to do the right thing. Subscribe to my channel.